In this video, we'll cover a quick overview of actions in Angel. Actions are associated with specific content items in Angel, and when used correctly can be very powerful and clever. If I go into a course where I want to specify an action and go to the content item, such as this assessment here, I see that I can, in the settings, I can create actions. There are two actions set up for this particular assessment. One says that if a student, upon taking the test, scores a grade between 0 and 79, enroll in Team Zebra. If they get an 80 to 100, enroll them in Rhinos. If I wanted to set up an action or to edit one of these actions, I go to Action Editor, and I can choose to edit one of these actions I've created. And here I see in the Team Enroll action the name of the team that it's going to put the person on, what the event is that will trigger the action, and then what the criteria are, in this case 0 to 79. I could also, if I wanted to, create a new action, and some of the other action types are alerts, which are a little pop-up message that tells the user something. You can add announcements and calendar items for a person or for a group. You can have emails sent off to an external email address, redirect people from one place to another in Angel. Lots of different things that you can do. Probably the biggest one, or the one that I used for this demonstration, is the team enroll and unenroll. So it looks just like the screen that we had before. So to demonstrate that, first thing I'm going to do is to get out of the action editor, and I'm going to go over to the Teams Manager over here and take a look at the teams list. And I see that there are no members of either Zoe. So now I'm logged in as Zoe, and I'm going to go into that same course, and I'm going to go to the lessons area, and there's the assessment, and I'll click to take it. It gives me my instructions, and then I hit begin. There are two questions. The first one is, the sea is full of water, true or false? Go with true. The desert is dry or home to whales? I'll go with A on that. Submit. Okay, so it tells me my score. I got it 100%. So if the actions are working correctly, I should have been added to the team that can, for somebody that's gotten an 80 to 100. So I hit continue, and I'm going to log out as Zoe and back in as me again. I'll go back to the course, and I'll go to the lessons area and look at the assessment submissions, and I see there is Zoe, not a real student. She got a score of 100%. And on the Manage tab under Teams, I see that Team Rhino now has one member. So I know that that it worked.
Okay, so like I said, actions can be very powerful. You could use an action to, say a user is taking a quiz and they passed or failed that quiz, you could have a pop-up window that gave them directions for what they need to do next. You could also have that information sent as a follow-up email to them in case they didn't remember what they saw in the pop-up message. You could have, if somebody passes the practice test, you could have them an email sent to the proctoring center saying, within the next 2 weeks, so-and-so will be in to take the final. You could have a calendar item added to that student's calendar in Angel telling them you have the next 2 weeks to take the final. If they fail it, you could have them added to the remedial materials team and a reminder put on their calendar for when they need to retake the practice test. You can use, you could have somebody added to the group that can see the lesson content after they have taken the quiz about the syllabus. You can lock them out of all the lesson content until they've proven they've read the syllabus. You can do all kinds of cool stuff with it. So I highly recommend that you sit down and just play with the actions. Go to the automate tab in the settings for calendar item, and just kind of go through them one by one and read the descriptions of them. So. That's actions.